Hey, what's up? Rizzo here for NextGenWalkthroughs.com, and this is Fallout 3. And in this video, we're going to be dealing with the first chapter of the Wasteland Survival Guide, where Moira Brown is sending us to the Super Duper Mart to go find food and medicine. So if you're doing this mission right after stumbling upon Megaton and not being out of the vault for too long, it's going to be a pretty difficult mission because the Super Duper Mart is full of raiders. And you might learn the hard way that some places you shouldn't go into until you're leveled up quite a bit. So I believe I'm around a 5 or a 6 doing this, and I have some decent strategies to help with this, but it's nothing too complicated. So it's a short walk to the Super Duper Mart. Actually, it's not that long. You may run into mole rats, those dogs, or those goddamn bloat flies on your way, but you shouldn't run into too much resistance. There's the front of the Super Duper Mart is a weird location because sometimes there'll be super mutants fighting raiders, sometimes there'll be raiders, sometimes there'll be a certain group of raiders that will actually try to engage you in dialogue. One time I was walking out in front of there and they ended up speaking about Oasis, which is a different side quest I'll be covering in a later video, and they give you the map marker for it. When you speak to them about it, they'll also attack you, which was weird to run into. But it could happen out in front, but for me, nothing really special happened. So when you get inside, Moira wants food and medicine. Now, the food you can get and walk out without any combat at all, but if you want the medicine, you're going to have to deal with the raiders inside. Now, there's a couple of them. There's some that are in the back of the building, like behind counters and shelves. There's one raider that's usually walking on top of the shelves. Matter of fact, my playthrough of this is kind of sloppy, but there's points of cover that you can use, much like a proper first-person shooter, to deal with the damage that's being doled out against you. Plus, there's some nice loot in here. By the way, if your repair is low, the armored vault suit that she probably gave you during the first part is good enough. I'm using it now. I'm going to use it for the rest of this chapter, but I'm going to start using the raider armor instead because my repair gets higher, and I can actually repair it to a point where it has better damage resistance than the armored vault suit. Alright, so we're inside now, and I'm creeping, because I'm creeping all the way down here to the right. Now there's a laser pistol, I believe some frag mines, and a refrigerator that's full of food. And that's the fridge you want to go in and take the food out to fulfill your main requirement for this part of the chapter. So once you take all that shit, technically you can return to Moira and report your success. But that's not good enough. I'm going to go and grab the medicine. Okay, so I find one of the best ways to deal with this situation. There's a bunch of raiders. Like right now, I'm on the right, and way down to the left is where we're going, and in between is a bunch of raiders here. Now I choose to stay here to the right because if I'm taking too much fire, I can just duck behind these shelves, and they can't really hit me too much. Any raider that's coming at you right now, have their attention, and you will too. Just pepper them with whatever weapon you choose. Now, right now I'm using the laser pistol, but I believe I switch it out because it's not doing the damage that I'd like it to do. Then again, that's just because my energy weapons, I'm not focusing on them very early in this game. I probably shouldn't have been using this gun at all. Now, remember when I said before that this was a pretty sloppy run of this? I wasn't kidding. But this is why you want to be over here, because, like I said, you can use these shells for cover if you need it, and I did need it. So once the raiders are dead, heal up if you have to, and I do, and then raid their corpses, and they're going to be heading deeper into the Super Duper Mart here. Once all their goodies are taken from them, I'm going to show you where the medicine is. So I'll see you in the next video.